Good evening, good people. Good evening, good evening. Welcome to the live stream this evening. As I promised you all that I would do, keep you up to date the best I can regarding the Quita situation. Yes, Quita, a lot has changed since I last gave you all an update. And Quita is still currently in the slammer in the DeKalb County Jail. She spent her, I think she said some money and got a little stuff so she could be comfortable. However, she had a court date today. Yes, on this thing here, you see she had a court date today at 11 a.m. She went before the judge. And when she went before the judge determined that, guess what? Her bond was reduced. Yes, her bond was reduced from $25,000 all the way down to $2,500. So that's the good news for some of y'all. Some of y'all who are rooting for Quita and you want to see her out is good news. Some of you all who are not rooting for her, and some of y'all who consider her a booger wolf, whatever names y'all want to call her, y'all are not too happy about it. But her bond has been reduced to $2,500. So what that means is what? At this point, Marcus and them have to come up with a total of $250 plus some change for the Bill Bonds person. Now, the phone call that Marcus released, Quita was saying a couple of things. She was saying that's good news, and Marcus was saying, "Well, yeah, but we got to find somebody who's going to go down there and sign for you." So Marcus, y'all remember, he signed for her over at Rockford County because she has out on bond from the incident with her family members, with her sisters, or with a sister. So he signed for that bond. I think that bond was like $1,200, but he signed on the dotted line for that one. Now the second one, Marcus said, I'd rather not sign for it. Maybe we can find somebody else. So if you start adding up those numbers, 1,200 plus 2,500, if for whatever reason Quita does not show or she forfeits that bond, then he's on the line for it. So we'll see how that develops. Also in the phone conversation, Short Dog. Short Dog called Marcus, and Short Dog was telling Marcus, look at here. I didn't know that the bond would be that high. Short Dog said he actually pop-piled somebody and got a 10,000 bond. So he was surprised that Quita got a $25,000 bond. So this was the day before yesterday. Short Dog said, I'm going to go down there and talk to him, tell him I don't want to press charges because remember, he filed the battery charges on Quita. He said, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to tell him I don't want to file charges, right? And maybe they'll change their mind or not pick it up or not take it further. Somebody in the comments made a good point. They said on the kind of domestic type of thing, a low level misdemeanor like that, if they don't get cooperation from the person who filed the complaint, that they probably will drop it. So meantime, between time, for whatever reason, the judge decided to reduce the bond to $22,500. Now, I don't know if that reduction, if Short Dog kept his word, Short Dog and the Truth, they don't see eye to eye all the time. So we don't know if Short Dog actually kept his word and went down there and requested a lower bond or said he's not going to press charges or don't want to press charges, and then they reduced the bond. But we don't know why. We don't know why the bond was reduced, but I did look it up, and the bond is reduced down to, can y'all see that? The hearing was at 11 o'clock. That was the judicial official officer, Mr. Bailey, Judge Bailey, I guess. 11 a.m. The bond is now $2,500. So that's only about $300, a little less than that. So she shouldn't have a problem with Marcus, and them shouldn't have a problem coming up with that. But who's going to go down there and sign on the dotted line? That's the question that remains to be seen around here. So Quita was talking to Marcus, and Marcus was actually laying down some good information for Quita. Marcus was telling Quita, just chill. Quit being so aggressive towards Short Dog and blaming other people for where you are right now. And Marcus made the point that, hey, this short dog case is not even the case that you thought they were coming for you for. There are some other things you're doing out here on the streets that you thought that they were coming for, but they didn't come for that. They came for short dog. So what Marcus was saying was, you gotta chill. The way you were moving out here on these streets, you're gonna get caught up again. The way you are responding to stuff on these streets, you're gonna get caught up again. Also, Quita wasn't hearing it. It was like talking to a toddler. And Quita kept saying, well, I stand on business. I stand on business. And Marcus said, you know what? Standing on business, where has that gotten you? Where's that gotten you? Of course, back in jail, back on the run, uh, was on the run, now back in jail. So Quita, if no accountability or lack of accountability or not taking accountability for their actions had a face, that face would definitely be Quita. Because even with the situation with the sisters, she blaming everybody but herself for what happened out there with the sister, saying they don't like me, they don't like me. And then with the short dog situation, short dog this, short dog that, the other situations. So I almost heard it in Marcus' voice, almost like he had a sense of frustration as far as, I don't think this girl is getting it. Because that's what I heard. She's not getting it. Even though she's sitting in a jail cell, she's not getting it. She want to blame everybody else, but not take accountability for actions. And we know that don't work out too good. That never works out too good. That never works out good at all. So we shall see. We shall see on that. Short Dog said he's not going to file. He's going to go down there and tell them that, hey, he don't want to press charges. Now, Short Dog, he's still in denial. He said, I didn't sign no paperwork. I didn't go fill out nothing with the police. But when Short Dog talked to the ambulance driver and probably got service for the stitches in his head, that's probably when that came up. But Short Dog saying, hey, I'm not going to press charges because it is a low level type of thing, misdemeanor. The case eventually will be probably dropped. Quita also talked about letting her parole officer know, her probation officer know what was going on, reaching out to them. Marcus was saying, well, you may just want to sit tight and let the probation officer reach out to you, thinking that if she gets out in time, that she'll be able to make her appointment. And also that because it is a misdemeanor, because she hasn't been in any trouble on paper since she's been out, then that they won't send her back to prison to serve out the rest of her sentence. However, she has to change her mindset. And we're definitely not seeing that's going on her part at all, because she's talking about standing on business, what she's going to do, what she's not going to do. Another thing I noticed when I was listening to her talk to Marcus on those 2 phone calls that occurred on yesterday, isn't it funny how when a person is locked up, they change their tune almost completely? I mean, it's a complete 180 turn. All that rah-rah stuff she was talking, actually calling Marcus a B out of his name, but now it's friend this, friend this. I'm trying to get out for my birthday, friend. I looked up her birthday. Her birthday's not till February. But once again, I think that's kind of a play on her part to say, hey, I'm trying to get out. Can you help me out? She's promising to work it off. She's promised to pay him money, every day until it's paid off. But we'll see. Even though the bail was reduced to now it's only what? 2,500 is the total. So it's like $250 plus whatever the bail's bonds person, maybe $300, maybe something like that, which is not money, not that much money. But Marcus said, I'm not signing on the line for it. So we will see what happens. One thing for sure, 2 things for certain. There's never a dull moment with Quita. Quita said she was talking about her friends. She made a friend there, her friends there in the jail, and she said she got her stuff, she got her toiletries, whatever. So she said, I'm comfortable. But you know what? I feel really Quita's probably back at home. It may sound cold or cruel to say, but she's probably back at home because she probably feels the most comfortable in the cell. A person can become institutionalized, and that's all they know, right? So we shall see. So Quita, I suspect she probably should be getting out pretty soon. Get somebody to go down there and sign for her. And Short Dog is saying he's not going to press charges. So hopefully this situation will go away. But until she changes her mindset, it's just going to be another situation that's going to come down the line. Love to hear what y'all think in the comments. Hey, moving on to the main question. As I look at my comments on my channel from many of you all, as I read through my comments, the main comment people seem to be wanting to ask me about is who did Marcus have his baby by? Yes, Marcus. Atlanta Street Interviews is a proud papa of a newborn baby named Max. Now, the baby wasn't planned. He stated in his video the baby was not planned. However, it's here, and they're going to make the best of the situation. Hey, Straight Up 101. So her going to jail is not the system. So her going to jail is not in the system for a probation officer to already see. That's a good question. I'm sure it is. But what I heard Quita say to Marcus on the phone is that because it's just a misdemeanor and she hasn't been in trouble, that if it goes away, they don't press charges. If Short Dog don't press charges, if it goes away, then the probation officer won't be quick to lock her back up. But she doesn't know. We don't know. Time will tell. So Marcus was telling the story that his father passed away the first of the year. Now he has a son, Max, little boy, first baby boy, and how his father is kind of not reincarnated, but lives on through Max. Now the interesting thing is everybody's asking who's Tia, who's T, because he referred to T, showed the baby, but didn't show T. So I did my little digging and came across a video with Marcus in Jamaica. Jamaica me crazy. And on that video, guess who he's vacationing with? Yes, he's vacationing with none other than Tia. They're in Jamaica. And he speaks very highly of Tia. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can pull it up for you. Wrong channel. Let's go here. He speaks very, very highly of Tia. So if you search, y'all look for Tia, I'm going to show you where to find Tia. Atlanta Street Interviews. And if you go to, let's say, Atlanta Street Interviews, and you search Jamaica, that might pull it up. There we go. Birthday behavior, Jamaica. Y'all can see that? I'm not going to play the video because I don't want to get flagged. But if you go to that video, you'll see Marcus on a raft, and he's on a raft with Tia, this lady right here. This is Tia. This is Tia. And Marcus went to great lengths to describe Tia as he actually quoted a biblical scripture of what's that? A good wife, a helpmate, and spoke very highly of Tia 6 months ago when they were in Jamaica. Now, of course, now um, 6 months later, they're having had they've had a they have a child. They have a child together, and it sounds like I don't know if it's a blended family because she has another child. But I did hear Marcus say that he's married to Atlanta Street Interviews, so I'm not really sure what that means as far as them being together and that. But Tia's a nice looking lady, nice looking lady. Um, I did some research as far as who Tia is, and I'm kind of new to Atlanta Street Interviews, so I didn't see an interview of Tia. I didn't see an interview of Tia or with Tia on the channel other than the one where they're on the boat rafting. Now, in the comments, though, people are saying that Tia was a former interviewee and that he dated her, and now they have a child together. Some people say that she was greetings, greetings, greetings. Some people are saying that she's a former user. A lot of bad stuff, but I didn't see that. I didn't see that. So all I have to go on is what I see and what how Marcus described her. And I hope they do right by each other for the sake of their children and for the sake of themselves. So that's all I had to give y'all on Tia. Y'all was asking who Tia is. There you go. That's Tia. On the surface, beautiful looking lady, and Marcus described her as being a helpmate. He said T is the kind of person who jump up and make breakfast and say, "What we're gonna do? What's the plan?" or something. So, hey man, if you love it, if you like it, I love it. You can live with it. But starting at 40 having babies, man. Anyway, so that's all I got, y'all. Thanks for watching. I definitely will keep you guys updated the best I can as far as what I'm seeing out here. All right, keep kicking myself out the studio. Definitely will keep you all informed of what I see, what's going on. Let's see what's going on in the comments. Straight 100. Let's see what you're saying here. She was an interviewee. I believe he may have removed her from the video. It's a possibility. Hold on. Let's search. All right. Atlanta Street Interviews. Let's click on that. Turn that volume off. Skip all that. Skip all that. Skip all that. Skip all that. All right, maybe that's not the one. Let's see. Let's look at let me go home. Let's see. Atlanta Street Interviews. Let's put in Tia. Let's see what we come up with. All right, Marcus of Atlanta Street Interviews welcomes baby with woman he allegedly interviewed. That's Psychology Eats. Let's see. This comes up now. This is Marcus and Kelsey. That's not Tia. So here's the question. Straight up 101. If Marcus interviewed her, why would he remove her video off of his channel? Is it that he has something to hide? Let me try Tee. Let's see. No, no, no. Congratulations. Sitting on satellites. Yeah, that's. Yeah, so everybody's saying that she's a former interviewee, and the way Marcus seems to roll, because he dates the people that he interviews, as well as the fact that I heard him firsthand. It was a few months ago though, where he was saying that he's going to stop sleeping with the people he interviewed because it puts a stain a stain on the on his channel. But I guess he didn't follow through with that. Mm-hmm. So straight up 100. When was this interview? Oh, I believe he may have removed it from the video. Yeah, okay. Maybe he did. Mm-hmm. But I can't find it. And like I said, end of the day, let's say he really liked her. I think he's just protecting her video. Probably. All right. Was she a prostitute? What's her story? Drug user, homeless? Does Marcus ever any does Marcus ever interview anyone that has it together? Or they're all people he see while he's driving down the street waiting in line to get a voucher for housing? I mean, not trying to be funny, because most of the people I see, they have some real serious issues going on. And what does this mean? Does this mean this is a baby mama? Does this mean he's in a relationship with the lady? What does it mean? Time will tell. We'll find out sooner or later. Hey y'all, it's New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. Can you believe tomorrow will be 2026? A new year, new opportunities. Y'all make y'all believe in New Year's resolutions or New Year's goals? I made a couple. It was the same old, same old. Get my weight down, work out more, read more, try to be more nicer. I want to be nice, not more. I want to be nicer to people, nicer, more concerned and conscientious about my environment. Yeah, that's what I'm starting out with. Okay, I didn't get a chance to know much about her, but I do know him and his mom. Okay, created a close relationship with her. All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, but Marcus definitely lets it be known that he's single, baby or not, he's single. So, at least that's what he says on the video. So, hey, and I look back, man, he's been doing this for a long time. He's been out here for a long time. Been doing videos. When I went to his channel, let's see videos. I'm gonna go to his oldest 4 years ago. Ex-convict murderer is now homeless and explains why. Yeah, he's been out here. He's been paying his dues. I guess you either love him or hate him. Let's see. Let me look for his oldest live. Popular. That's the most recent live. That's with the baby. That's nice. That's very nice. Like I said, seriously, wish the brother well. Let's see. Oldest live. First one live 2 years ago. Okay. Yeah, he's been on these streets. Guess he's the content now, right? I didn't get a chance to know him. Okay, I think we are right there. I didn't touch him all, but I do know. Okay. He really liked her. I think he's just protecting her video. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Well, if they fall out or when they fall out, we'll probably get to know quite a bit about Tia, which I hope they don't fall out. All right. I hope they don't. Hope it works out for them. I believe he called her T. Yeah, T. T. Yeah. Yeah, this is T right here. That's T right there. That's T right there. I wonder if she's Jamaican. Or is he Jamaican? Whatever, from the islands. I know he's from some Caribbean island, his people. So time will tell. All right, y'all. Happy New Year. Past on bedtime. I'll catch y'all later. I'll give you another update on Quita. That's the videos y'all seen. The one I did my hard work on that little Beyonce video. Nobody watched it. Y'all don't want to hear about no Beyonce. Y'all want to hear about Quita. So Quita's currently locked up. She's waiting for somebody to come down and pay that bond, that bail, which is only 270, 300, and sign on the line. So anyway, that's what's going on. Trademark Fortune, what's going on, brother? Happy New Year to you. You've been lighting these streets up lately, brother. All right, y'all have a good evening. We'll catch you next time. Later. Bye-bye. No, no, no. Y'all need me to go bail her out. I don't got nothing to do with it. You down there in DeKalb County. Did I pronounce it right, ma'am? All right, I gotta go to bed. What time is it? Jeez, 4 o'clock. This is crazy. Later, y'all. Jeez.